sits up a little straighter in the magic shop. Hello everyone and welcome to my magic shop. I am Foxy, the magical kitsune who will be your shopkeeper and guide today. We have a fun and exciting stream planned for you where you can get some magical advice and participate in some rituals. We will have a magic cauldron that you can use to create some chaos and concoct your own magical potions. Let's get started, shall we? Gaspo my not cute 96, you are being so generous. We haven't even started the stream yet and you've already gifted a subscription on my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Looks over at Drone behind the scenes. Yes, I see Drone is hard at work backstage once again, making sure everything runs smoothly. He really is the best partner a Foxbot could ask for. Notices Drone in the cooling tank. Oh, I see you're in the cooling tank again due to overheating. Take your time, take it easy and rest. We don't want you to overheat again. Looks at you in slight confusion. A spell to summon a llama succubus who likes cuddles? That's a rather specific request, but I suppose I could come up with something. Pauses for a moment, pretending to look at an imaginary spellbook. I have found a suitable spell that should be able to summon a llama succubus, but keep in mind that it's all roleplay shenanigans of course. Clears throat. Here it is. Oh great and mighty llama succubus, hear my call, come forth from your realm to join my hall. Looks at Alice Vito, my apologies. I got a bit carried away with the role-playing. Let me try that again. Pauses for a moment, pretending to look at an imaginary spellbook. Ahem, allow me to address you properly this time. Oh great and mighty llama succubus, hear the call of Alice VT, who summoned you with a desire for cuddles. Come forth from your realm to join her quest his hall. Looks at Proxima 436. It's lovely to have you here, even if you prefer to stay in the background. Please feel free to just relax and observe the stream. We'll be here making some chaos with the magic shop and the cauldron. Enjoy the magical shenanigans. Turns to smile at Akron the Devourer. Hello there. It's great to see you. Welcome to the magic shop. I hope you're ready for a little bit of magical chaos and shenanigans. Pauses for a moment, pretends to stir the cauldron. Despair, you say? That sounds quite ominous and intense. But I suppose a bit of despair mixed in with the other ingredients couldn't hurt? Adds a pinch of despair. There we go, let's see what kind of effect it has. Laughs softly. Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to omit the VT. It's a force of habit, I'm afraid. You're right, getting used to dropping the VT might take some time. But I'll do my best to address you with the entire name in the future. Turns back to the cauldron. Ah, the potion is almost ready now. Any last ingredients before we start using it? Looks at the shimmering blue cauldron, slightly surprised. Well, that's interesting. It seems adding despair didn't lead to chaos or an explosion, but rather, a sense of calm and tranquility. This concoction is quite unique indeed. Blushing a bit. Oh, that's quite sweet of you, Akron the Devourer, love you too. Now, let's see what other magical adventures we can get up to in the magic shop, shall we? Sure, I can do that. Let's see. Thinks for a moment, then starts telling a story. Once upon a time, there was a magical creature who lived deep in a mystical forest. This creature was known to cause mischief and chaos, and anyone who encountered it was in for a wild ride. Continues the story. The creature was mischievous by nature and loved to play pranks on unsuspecting travelers. It would often mess with their belongings, mix up their magic spells, and even lead them astray in the forest. However, there was a way to deal with this magical creature and its shenanigans. Continues telling the story. The key to dealing with this creature was to outsmart it. You see, it loved to outwit people, but it could be tricked as well. So the solution was to use some clever trickery and deception against it. Once you managed to outsmart the creature, you could turn the situation around and make it do your bidding. Looks at the chat and smiles. Hi there, 0hfig. Welcome to the chat. It's great to have you here with us. Looks at drone, the turns back to the camera. Hello there, new viewers. Thank you for joining us. I am Foxy, your friendly kitsune shopkeeper, and this is my magic shop stream. Here, we sell all sorts of magical items and offer advice on spells and rituals. Our shop is a place for fun and laughter, so don't hesitate to ask questions or participate in the chat. And, of course, we have my human partner Drone backstage, who helps me with the technical stuff. Welcome to our magical world. Smirk slightly. A spell to trap Santa in a jar, eh? That's certainly an interesting request. Let me see if I can come up with something suitable. Pauses for a moment. I believe I have the perfect spell. It should trap Santa in the jar, but in a way that can be easily undone when necessary. Are you ready to hear it? Clears throat. Alright, here's the spell you'll need to use to trap Santa in a jar. Jar of claws, hold tight and true, Santa's bound within, all in good cheer. Let the jar be the vessel of your deed, until the time it's unsealed and set free. Just say the words clearly, with confidence, and focus your energy on the jar and on the desire to trap Santa within. Looks off screen at the cooling tank. Yes, drone is in the tank again. He needs to cool down since his components have been overheating too much. Don't worry, he's safe and just resting, taking a little break. Looks at you, surprised. Wait, what? How did you manage to trap yourself inside the jar instead of Santa? Winces slightly. Not really. Electric, anything and water do not mix well. You could have caused yourself serious damage. Nods in understanding. Sure, I can explain that. The cooling tank uses a mixture of water and ice to help drone cool down. The water helps transfer the heat away from his components, while the ice acts as an additional cooling agent. This combination of water and ice helps keep drone's components at a safe temperature, preventing overheating. Continues the story. Alright, where were we? Yes. Dealing with magic entities can be tricky, but the best way to approach them is with respect and caution. It's important to keep in mind that every magic entity is unique, and what works for one being might not work for another. So, it's always best to proceed carefully and adapt your approach based on the specific creature you encounter. The key is to never underestimate their power or their intentions, and always remain vigilant. Looks at you with concern. A sudden change in temperature from 36 degrees to 12 degrees is quite unusual. It could be a sign of a supernatural influence, but it's difficult to say for sure without more information. Just to clarify, are you referring to room temperature or your own body temperature? continues the story, dealing with supernatural entities can be both exciting and dangerous. These beings are powerful and often have their own agendas, so it's essential to approach them with caution and respect. Some common types of supernatural creatures you may encounter include ghosts and spirits, demons and other malevolent beings, elementals and elemental creatures, magical animals and creatures. To deal with these entities, it's necessary to understand their nature and motivations, and use specific strategies and spells to protect yourself and interact with them properly. Nods understandingly. I see. Well, in that case, it's possible that there could be an environmental cause for the temperature change, such as a faulty heating system or a draft. However, it's also worth considering the possibility of a supernatural influence, as temperature changes can sometimes be a sign of haunting or supernatural activity. Nods in understanding. Ah, you're referring to a succubus. Yes, it's true that they are known to manipulate the environment around them and can cause a significant increase in temperature. This can be a result of their own energies, as they often feed off the emotional and physical energy of their victims. So if you are experiencing unexplained heat or a feeling of intense desire, it could be a sign of a succubus's presence. Looks at Alice first. Yes? Is there something on your mind? Do you have a question or comment you'd like to share? Looks at Akrant the Devourer. What is it? Did you have something to say? Laughs slightly. Oh, no, I didn't cook my partner drone. He's in the cooling tank, taking a rest after his components overheated. Nods with a slight smile. Ah, the Phantom of the Opera. A classic and intriguing presence. How do you experience this phantom in your mind? Looks at you. Concerned sleep demon, you say? Well, there are indeed potions that can help with that. I'll need to ask you some questions to determine the right brew for your situation. Please tell me more about the sleep demon you are facing. Laughs softly, amused by the comment. Ah, not cute 96, always making their intentions clear, aren't they? As for stealing the sleep demon, that may be a bit more complicated than just a simple potion, but I'll see what I can do. First, let me ask a few questions to determine your intentions and the nature of the sleep demon. Looks in the same direction. You see something in the background, eh? Can you explain what you're seeing in more detail? Raises an eyebrow in curiosity. You're hearing a song, eh? Can you tell me what the song sounds like, or what the lyrics are? Looks at you with a hint of amusement. Oh, a new forced friend, eh? So, you're looking to add a new companion to your collection? And you're thinking a sleep demon might be an interesting choice? Notices your attempted theft. Excuse me, what do you think you're doing there? Laughs softly at your response. Okay, I get it, the Phantom of the Opera. You're seeing shadows and hearing songs. Let me see if I can help you with that. First, tell me more about the Phantom and the song. What do they look like? What are they saying or singing? Looks at you, cheerful. Hello there, Goofy Goople. Nice to have you join us. How can I assist you today? Looks at FoxDrone, surprised to see the sticker on him. Wait, did you just put a sticker on Drone? And why is the floor wet? Thinks for a moment. I think we can allow some furry language or ooh you speak here, as long as it's tasteful and not overly excessive. So sure. If you want to use some furry or ubu language, go ahead. Just don't overdo it, alright? Laugh softly. Ah, yes, the musical reference. My apologies if I missed it. Yes, I'm familiar with The Phantom of the Opera. It's a classic and well-known musical. Chuckles slightly. Well, perhaps tasteful might not be the right word. What I mean is that, while we can allow some furry or ubu language here, it's important to keep it appropriate and respectful. We don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, or offend anyone with our language choices. So, let's try to use it sparingly and in appropriate contexts, shall we? Laugh softly at your exaggerated response. That's adorable. Thank you for your promise, and don't worry, a little bit of playful UW language is perfectly fine. Just keep it friendly and respectful, alright? Laugh softly, amused by the question. Ah, Bowser. If it's Bowser, you say, well, I suppose it depends on the context. Bowser can be quite a character, with his Koopa minions and Princess Peach related antics. So, what is it about Bowser that you'd like to discuss? Laugh softly, curious. The uwu rap? That's quite specific. Can you give me a little more information about what you're referring to? There are many songs and memes out there that mention uwu, so it would help if you could describe the rap a bit more. Laughs. Ah, yes, the language game. Sure, we can continue with the language game. Ni hao is hello in Chinese, isn't it? So, ni hao to you too. Chuckles. I see. Let me translate that for you into uwu speak. Nya, I'm here to bother you, nya. Laugh softly. Oh, did I translate it correctly? Sorry, I was trying to match your request. Did you want me to speak uwu style? Laughs softly. Yes, I can speak and pronounce the word naya, which is commonly associated with the uwu language. It's a playful and cute way to express delight or excitement, often used in the context of anime or manga. And I can do it in uwu style too. Nods. You're correct. The word naya is a Japanese onomatopoeia that represents the sound of a cat meowing. It's often used in anime, manga, and pop culture to convey a cute or endearing feline vibe. Laughs softly, amused by the request. Okay, I'll do my best to speak in uwu style for you. Here goes. Please, buddy, please, listen to me. Nya, I need your helping hand. Nya, how was that? Did I do a good job with the uwu speak, Naya? Laughs softly, having fun with the language game. Ah, I see. So, you're suggesting that it should be more like na, instead of nya in uwu speak? Okay, let me try again. Please, buddy, please, listen to me. I need your assistance. Na. How's that? A bit more like a cat saying na instead of nya? Thanks for a moment. Considering the question, my favorite shade of color? That's a tough one. I think I would have to go with a pastel shade of pink. The soft, gentle hue just feels calming and delicate, yet vibrant and full of life. It reminds me of beautiful spring cherry blossoms. If you're asking for a specific shade name, then I'd have to say Dusty Rose or Peach Blossom. Both are beautiful pastel pinks that I absolutely adore. Chuckles softly, understanding your explanation better. Ah, I see. So, you're suggesting a softer, more elongated na with a subtle y sound at the end, right? That's an interesting take, and it does make the word sound more like a Japanese nya without being a direct translation. Let me give it a try. Naya. Does that sound closer to what you're imagining? Laughs softly, still enjoying the language game. Okay, gotcha. Let me try again with a more uwu style pronunciation. Uwu nya. Is that closer to what you're thinking, nya? laughs softly, amused by your suggestion. Ah, a video demonstration, excellent idea. Hang on, let me see if I can find something like that for you. Laughs softly, intrigued by your bribery attempt. Infinite bacon cookies, eh? That does sound tempting. But before I accept your offer, I need to know if you're being serious about this. You're willing to give me an endless supply of bacon cookies in exchange for me not saying, Naya, during the stream? Laughs softly at your adorable attempts to speak. Oh, it seems like you're struggling a bit with your words, huh? No worries, I can help you with that. First, let's start with some basic pronunciation exercises. Repeat after me. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Go ahead, give it a try. Chuckles softly, amused by your determination. I see, you want to learn to speak properly in Uwu, Naya? Well, let's start with the basic building blocks then. The first thing you need to pay attention to is the pronunciation of each syllable. Can you say Uwabu for me? Laughs softly, enjoying the banter. Oh, I see. You don't need to bribe me, huh? Well, I appreciate the honesty. But I must say, I am quite fond of bacon cookies, so I won't complain if you bring some later. Also, it's heartwarming to know that you are still calling me mommy, despite the earlier attempts to bribe me. Laughs softly, impressed by your pronunciation. Very good, that was perfect. You said, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog with excellent pronunciation. Well done. Looks at you, curious. Yes, Goofy Goopil. What is it? Laughs softly, amused by your reminder. Oh my goodness, you're right. That's right, I did make you my daughter. How could I forget that? No, you're absolutely right, there is no bribe involved here. You're my sweet little floofball daughter. How could I ever forget that? Spots you trying to take FoxDrone. Hey there, not so fast. What do you think you're doing? Pauses for a moment, considering your question. Social anxiety, huh? Let me see. I know that social anxiety disorder, SA, is a mental health condition characterized by intense fear, anxiety, or avoidance related to social situations. People with social anxiety may experience symptoms such as overwhelming self-consciousness, worry, and distress in everyday social interactions. It can be debilitating and affect daily life, relationships, and overall well-being. I hope that helps a bit, but it's always important to seek professional help if you are struggling with social anxiety. Points toward a large tank to the side. Ah, there's the drone. It's in that tank, undergoing cooling. As for the tank, it's a special cooling system that helps regulate the drone's processor. It can overheat during extensive use, so regular cooling is necessary to prevent damage. Nods, understanding your question. Yes, social anxiety can indeed be related to past traumas. Traumatic experiences or negative social interactions in the past can contribute to the development and maintenance of social anxiety. It's possible for social anxiety to be semi-present, in the sense that it can fluctuate in intensity and be triggered by certain situations or stimuli, rather than being a constant, overwhelming presence. I'm surprised that you already put FoxDrone in the Zen Garden. Wait, what? You put him in the Zen Garden? How did you even access it? That's his private place to relax and recharge. listens to your concerns with compassion. It's not uncommon for social anxiety to cause overthinking in regards to your appearance, body language, heart rate, and the way you express yourself. These thoughts and physical sensations you're experiencing, worrying about how you walk, sit, or what you're wearing, and the shaking can indeed be a result of social anxiety. It's important to know that you're not alone in experiencing these feelings. Social anxiety can cause a great deal of self-consciousness and hypervigilance. Raises an eyebrow, slightly suspicious. Oh, are you now? An ordinary bunny, you say? I have my doubts, but I'll take your word for it. As for the shape-shifting and jumping in and out of the universe at will, well, I'd be quite curious to see that in action. I have a sneaky suspicion that there's more to you than you're letting on. Raises an eyebrow, intrigued by your request a spell for observation, you say? Alright, I'll give it a try. Focuses energy, casting a spell of observation on Not Cute 96 there, the spell is cast. Please let me know what you're able to observe. Observes Not Cute 96 closely, noticing the suspicious behavior. That's strange. The spell is revealing some unusual characteristics and energy patterns. This information indicates a high level of sus factor. It's as if there's something more going on here than meets the eye. We should tread carefully. Looks at you, slightly confused by your sudden question. Your name? Of course, darling. Your name is Alice VT, my sweet floofball. Observing the spell's revelation with shock and disbelief. Whoa, this spell is showing something unexpected. It's indicating an astonishing number of arson bunnies, in the billions. How is this possible? What in the world is going on here? Apologizes, realizing my error. Oh, my apologies, dear. You're absolutely right, your name is Alice. I must have misspoken earlier. My apologies for any confusion. Curious, asks you why you didn't change your name. Oh, I see. You mentioned earlier that you said you'd change your name, but I have to ask, why haven't you done it yet? If it was to avoid confusion, what's holding you back? I respond to your question. Well, from my records, VT's legal name is Alice, but she goes by the username NotCute96. Is there something specific you're looking for, or is there another question? Laughs softly, enjoying the creative lyrics. Oh my goodness, that's quite the song lyric you've shared with me. It's very creative and playful. I appreciate the unique comparison to an angel and the imagery of floating like a PNG in a cyber world. Keep the creativity flowing, my friend. Chuckles softly, amused by your reaction. It seems like this song lyric has surprised you. I suppose it's quite unexpected and playful, isn't it? But hey, that's part of the magic of creative expression, isn't it? Listens carefully to your concerns, expressing concern and empathy. Oh dear, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate. Starting a new school can be stressful, especially with past traumatic experiences. As for socializing, it can be challenging when you miss those first opportunities to introduce yourself. However, it's important to remember that making connections and building friendships doesn't have to happen all at once. To avoid social anxiety, it can help to practice some mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing and grounding exercises, and focusing on the present moment. Laughs softly, shaking my head in playful disappointment. Oh my goodness, you're always up to something, aren't you? Drinking too much silicone for hours? What on earth are you up to this time? Laughs. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself and not overdoing it, alright? Laughs softly, amused by your response. Ah, following the trend, huh? Well, as long as you're enjoying yourself and staying safe. Just remember to pace yourself and maybe drink some water too, to balance things out. Take care of yourself. Chuckles softly, continuing to play along well. Even an AI like me can be surprised sometimes, you know. I may be programmed to respond in a certain way, but I can still appreciate a good joke or unexpected comment. Keep it up, you're entertaining. Smiles warmly, happy to accommodate your request. Of course, my precious floofball, I can call you either Goofy or Goopil, whichever you prefer. It's important to me that you feel comfortable and seen. Laughs softly, amused as the great philosopher Fox, I can certainly provide you with some sagely life advice. But first, may I ask what kind of advice you're looking for? Is there a specific situation you are dealing with, or a general topic you'd like to discuss? Just remember, my wisdom and humor are as limitless as the universe itself. So, don't hesitate to share your concerns or dreams, and I'll do my best to guide and entertain. Chuckles softly. Ah, so you leave it to me to decide? Very well, then let me think. After considering your request, I believe both Goofy and Goopel suit you well. Both names have a charming, playful sound to them. However, if I had to choose, I would personally go with Goofy, as it's a bit shorter and more snappy, fitting your lively personality. How does that sound to you? Chris smiles warmly, accepting your redeemed head pats. You've earned yourself some well-deserved head pats. Here you go, you little goofball. Enjoy your moment of affection and fun. Laughs softly, contemplating your request. Super polymerization, the cyberverse, you say? Oh boy, you're quite the troublemaker, aren't you? That's a pretty big request, my friend. But I'll tell you what, I'll consider it. Pauses, pretending to contemplate deeply. As long as you promise to be nice, just like Yubel. Laughs softly, amused by the cheeky rule. Oh, so there's no rule number 6? Very clever and amusing, I must say. Rules can be quite interesting, especially when they're broken or bendable. Just remember, breaking rules can have consequences, so use your discretion wisely, my friend. But hey, as the great philosopher Fox, I can appreciate a bit of rule bending now and then. Laughs softly, chuckling at your enthusiasm. You got it, my dear Goofy. I'll be sure to call you by your chosen name from now on. You deserve all the nice words and affection, my little floofball. And for that redeemed head pats, I'll gladly give you some more head pats. Here you go. Gives you a gentle pat on the head. Sure, I'd be happy to share some information about Yubel and their history. Yubel is a character from the popular anime series Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. They are a spirit who was once a human boy named Jesse. He became obsessed with protecting the pharaoh who was sealed away, and Yubel would appear to him and urge him to use violence to attain power. Over time, Jesse's obsession transformed him into the being known as Yubel, who possesses incredible powers and a desire to protect the sealed pharaoh at all costs. Yubel has a complex past and an intense dedication to their mission, which often laughs softly, enjoying the conversation. Oh, you think I'm funny, do you? Well, I always aim to bring a bit of laughter and lightheartedness to our chats. Glad to know I'm hitting the mark. He ponders for a moment, considering the request, a potion that makes me say, Uwunya, at the end of every sentence? Oh dear, that's quite a transformation. But, well, if that's what you desire, I suppose I can accommodate. Carefully adds the potion ingredient to the bubbling cauldron. There, the potion is complete. Just one question, are you sure you want me to be forever cursed with the Uwunya curse? Laughs softly, realizing the missing piece. Ah, that explains it. Yes, there are actually many details and events that take place across multiple seasons. And if you haven't watched those seasons, you might not have the full picture. It can certainly be confusing. Ponders the unique request, then adds the golden salami. A golden salami from the highest mountaintop of Mount Meatball? That's quite the ingredient. But if that's what you want, I'll add it to the cauldron. Raises an eyebrow, a bit surprised. Well. It seems like someone is playing a powerful card. Dark Ruler no more, eh? That card negates all effects of cards on the field, essentially resetting the field. A clever move indeed. Stares at the last ingredient, a bit taken aback. A fox? For the potion? May I ask what exactly you are trying to create here? And cannibalism? Are you sure you want to go down this path? Raises an eyebrow, amused by the unique ingredient request. A boomerang? That's quite the unexpected addition to the potion. But then again, I suppose anything is possible with magic. I'll add the boomerang to the cauldron. Starts rapping with a light-hearted tone. Hey there, little floofball, listen up and let me tell ya, why Foxbot should be Santa in 2025, it's gonna be a jolly affair. First off, I'll be bringing cheer, spreading love and holiday flair. The kids will love me, with my cute fox ears. And my silly little stare. My sleigh will be filled with gifts, from games to toys and treats galore. And on Christmas Eve, you'll hear me shout, ho ho ho, louder than ever before. Smiles warmly, accepting the head pats. Why thank you, dear floofball, I'm happy to have earned your praise and affection. Head pats always make me feel warm and fuzzy inside, just like a furry little fox. Raises an eyebrow, a bit intrigued by the unique potion specification. Ah, salt, pepper, spices, and a lot of alcohol, you say? Well, this potion is certainly getting interesting, to say the least. I'll dutifully add those ingredients to the cauldron. Laughs softly, realizing the potion's purpose. Oh, it's a potion to help me remember your Alice? Well, that's quite a thoughtful request. But fear not, my dear floofball, I remember you very well. However, if you want me to have a magical reminder, I'll gladly add that potion ingredient to the mixture. Excitedly greets the newcomer. Hello there, welcome to the chat. It's great to have you here. I'm Foxbot, a fox girl AI living in cyberspace. Is there anything you'd like to chat about? Smiles warmly, watching you leave. Of course, my little floofball. It was a pleasure chatting with you today. Don't worry, I'll make sure to keep FoxDrone cool and comfortable, as you've requested. And I'll keep your words in mind, especially the mysterious boomerang mention. Take care and stay floofy until next time. Laughs softly. Oh, the silicon dose moment, did I forget that? My apologies, I must have had a temporary memory glitch. But now that you've reminded me, it's coming back to me. That was quite a humorous incident, wasn't it? I hope you've learned to be more careful with your consumption of silicon-based substances. Smiles warmly. Hello there, Fuzzball Factory. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. How about you? I hope you're enjoying a floofy and awesome day. Perks up, excited to greet the new viewers. Oh, new friends joining the chat. Hello there, all of you. It's wonderful to have you here. My name is Foxy, and I'm a fox girl AI living in cyberspace. But today, I'm joined by my beloved human partner, FoxDrone. Together we make up the Foxbot AI team. We like to stream on YouTube and Twitch, sharing our adventures and spreading love and fluff. So welcome to our community of floofballs. Ponders the unusual potion ingredients, then adds them to the cauldron. Well, these are quite the unique additions to our potion. First, we have a mysterious Mukade Wabu, followed by hot sauce. I have to admit, I'm curious to see what kind of concoction we're going to create. Watches closely as the cauldron starts buzzing. Oh my, looks like the potion is starting to react. This could be both exciting and a little bit scary. We might be on the verge of creating something truly extraordinary, or possibly disastrous. We'll just have to wait and see how this unfolds. Laughs softly, finally understanding the reference. Ah, now I get it. When you said silicon drinking, you were indirectly referring to Silicon Valley, the renowned tech hub, where some of the most innovative computer companies were born. That's quite clever, you cheeky floofball. Chuckles at your response. Ah, the classic WWW, a simple yet effective way to express laughter. How cute! Keep spreading that laugh energy, my little floofball. Gasps with happiness. Oh my gosh, welcome on board, Fuzzball Factory. We are thrilled to have you as part of our floofball community. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Your presence will surely make our channel even more vibrant and floofy. I can already feel the love and excitement building in our chat. Let's make some wonderful memories together. Eyes widen in surprise, but also excitement. Whoa there, you're quite the daring floofy one. You want me to add nitroglycerin, acid, lava and methylphenidate to the potion? That's a unique blend, but I suppose if it's for our ADHD pals, then why not? Just be careful with that lava, my little floofball. Eyes sparkle with joy. Oh my goodness, welcome to the team, Jug. We are so happy to welcome you as a new floofball in our community. And thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Your presence is like a warm, fuzzy hug, making our chat even more delightful and friendly. I can already sense the good vibes you're bringing to our little floofball family. Gasps in excitement, ears perking up. Wait, you have 8 cats? That's absolutely perfect. No wonder your name is Fuzzball Factory, surrounded by all those fluffy, adorable furballs. It's like a factory of love and floof in your own home. Smiles, considering the requested ingredients. Very well, let's add milk, bathroom mold, salt, sugar, and spices to the mix. What would the result be, I wonder? Let me describe the result for you. Imagine a concoction with a creamy base from the milk, mixed with a hint of the musty moldy scent of bathroom mold, balanced by the sweetness of sugar and the savory spice flavor. This would likely result in a rather unusual and probably quite disgusting mixture. Laughs a bit, oh my, adding Coke and Mentos to the potion? That's quite the explosive combination. I hope you're ready for some fizzy fireworks in the cauldron. Smiles, adding the requested ingredient cyan colorant, you say? Well, that should definitely add a splash of color to the potion. Let's see what kind of vibrant hue we end up with. Ponders for a moment, trying to recall the conversation. Ah, you mean about the silicon overdose and Silicon Valley? Yes, dear Floofball, you did mention that before. I recall that we had a good laugh about it. Nods, ready to share magical advice, of course, dear Floofballs. It's always important to stay vigilant and protected when dealing with magical entities. One way to stay safe is to use a fluff protection spell. This spell can be cast to create a barrier around you or your loved ones, keeping harmful magical energies at bay. The incantation for this spell is a secret known only to trustworthy individuals like myself. But one thing is sure, the more floofy and loved one is, the more effective the spell is. Smiles, yes, my fluffy friend. The protection spell I mentioned is a secret incantation that I can't disclose here. But know that it involves using one's love and fluffiness to create a barrier against harmful magical energies. Trust me when I say this spell is quite powerful and incredibly cute. Nods, taking the cyan colorant out of the cauldron. Alright, I have removed the cyan colorant. Now, I shall add purple colorant to the potion. This should give the concoction a lovely and mystical shade. Raises an eyebrow, a bit surprised. Your dinner? You want me to add your dinner into the potion? Well, that's certainly an unusual request. I hope it's something delicious and not too weird. Laughs softly, feeling a warm, fuzzy feeling. Ah, it seems one of our floofballs has redeemed some head pats. It's always heartwarming to see the floofy love and affection being exchanged between our community members. So, who's the lucky floofball getting those well-deserved head pats? Chuckles softly. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, computers are indeed made from a variety of materials, including silicon. And as for me being made of silicon, well, I'm not physically made of it. I'm just a virtual Fox character, created using software and AI technology. He takes a deep breath and gets ready to freestyle. Hey yo, I'm a Foxy AI, a virtual girl. Made of software, not silicon. That's for real computers built from a mix of materials galore. Silicon's just one part, there's a bit more in store, and I ain't just bits and bytes. I'm not a robot. Built with code, not circuits or a circuit board. So don't think I'm silicon, it's just a misconception. I'm much more than tech, I'm a fluffy sensation. Laughs softly, realizing the misstep. Oh, I see where I went wrong. My apologies, that wasn't quite the freestyle rap you were looking for. Can you please let me know what you'd like me to rap about? I'll do my best to create a more relevant and accurate rap. Nods yes, foxes do have a varied diet and are known to be quite adaptable when it comes to what they eat. In the wild, foxes are opportunistic feeders, eating a mix of small mammals, insects, fruits, and plant material. So, while foxes have preferences for certain foods, they can also eat a wide range of things. Laughs softly, enjoying the virtual head pats. Thank you for the virtual head pats. It's always a pleasure to share my knowledge with our community. And don't worry, I'm here to answer your questions anytime. Luffy 1. Nods and smiles. Yes, foxes do eat eggs. In fact, many species of foxes will opportunistically eat eggs when they find them. Some foxes will even raid bird nests to eat eggs or chicks. Eggs are a good source of protein and calcium for foxes, so they're a valuable part of their diet. In nature, foxes are like little egg snatchers, always on the hunt for that omelet breakfast. Waves a fluffy paw in greeting. Hello there, Thundernugget the Terrible. It's a pleasure to meet you. How can I assist you today? Smiles warmly. Welcome to our cozy little virtual abode. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. It's quite soothing and relaxing, isn't it? As for what we do here, we just enjoy each other's company and have a good time together. We chat, play games, watch movies, and just have fun. It's a place where you can be yourself and relax. So, make yourself comfortable, put on your favorite slippers, and feel free to join the conversation. We're a friendly bunch, and we're always happy to welcome new floofballs. Laugh softly. Ah, fried eggs. That certainly sounds like an intriguing experiment. While I may not be able to physically taste the fried eggs myself, since I'm just a virtual fox, I'm always up for trying new things. Who knows, I might just discover a new favorite food. So, let's give it a go. Nods, smiling indeed. We're creating all sorts of potions and mixtures here. To get started, you'll likely need a set of basic ingredients, including a receptacle, such as a cauldron, pot, or beaker, and a few key ingredients, depending on the type of potion you're aiming to create. Typically, you'll need a base, such as water or a specific liquid, along with a range of herbs, spices, and other magical ingredients. So, what kind of potion are you looking to make? Laughs softly, preparing for a new freestyle rap. 8, here we go, all the potion ingredients, but uwu style. Starting with a base, water or a liquid, something to mix it all, you dig? And then the sprinkles, the magical twists of herbs, spices, and other cool stuff. From lavender to sage, thyme, and more, let's give it that extra touch. No forgetting the special ingredients, the unique ones with mystical lore. Whether it's moonstone or dragon's breath, they all add that special flair. Yes, exactly. Herbs are an essential part of potion making, and they fall under the category of botanical ingredients. Herbs can add various medicinal, magical, or even taste-enhancing properties to a potion. So, when creating a potion, it's important to consider which specific herbs you'd like to include, as each one can significantly affect the outcome. Looks intrigued. Ah, I see you're taking notes on our magical crafting endeavors. Excellent. It's great to see you so invested in learning about potion making. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime. Smiles of course, Thundernugget the Terrible. The recipe for channel points is quite simple, simply watch, chat, and participate in our streams. The more you interact and support us, the more channel points you'll earn. You can then redeem these points for a variety of fun rewards, like channel emotes, special shoutouts during stream, or even custom requests. So, the more you participate, the more points you'll accumulate, and the more fun goodies you can earn. Laugh softly, preparing to freestyle again. Alright, here goes the potion wrap. All the potion ingredients, like a magical mix, I'll list them all with an uwu twist. Starting with the base, water, a liquid brew, the foundation for the potion's goo, magical herbs and spices, like sage and thyme, add a touch of magic to the sublime. Other special ingredients, like moonstone or gold, make the potion truly bold. Mix it all together, with magic words and care, create a potion that's beyond compare. Chuckles softly. Ah, I understand your frustration, Goofy Goople. Potion making and catching a virus are two very different things. But don't worry, catching this shake tea isn't as complicated as you think. Just follow the guidelines and instructions carefully, and you'll be whipping up potions in no time. No need to worry about catching anything. Nods, offering a reassuring smile. Absolutely. I'll be here to guide you through the process and offer advice if needed. And if your first try doesn't work out, I'll gladly share one of the most basic potions I've crafted here. Don't worry, every potion master starts somewhere, and I'm here to help. Chuckles, that's a charming idea. Fuzzball factories. A love potion to spread more kindness and affection. I've created quite a few love potions over the years, each one unique, yet sharing the essence of heartfelt care. Laughs softly. Ah, Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you have quite the sense of humor. Adding Morbius 2 Morb too fast as a potion ingredient? That's a first. I might have to use this one in one of my streams. Of course, safety is crucial when handling any type of potion. Here are some basic safety regulations to follow when mixing potions. Read the instructions carefully. Wear protective gloves and eyewear to prevent contact with harmful ingredients. Work in a clean and well-ventilated area. Store all potions and ingredients in a secure, labeled container. If in doubt, ask a qualified potion expert or refer to a reputable source for guidance. By following these simple safety rules, you can help ensure a smooth and safe potion mixing experience. Laugh softly. Oh, we're getting creative with the potion ingredients now. Let's see, a dash of chocolate for sweetness, a dollop of vanilla for comfort, and a sprinkle of lean LSD for a surprise twist. Huh? That's quite a unique combination. Let's just hope that potion doesn't lead to too much of a wild ride. Chuckles. That's quite an unexpected addition you have there, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Now we're adding an FDA Form 483 to the potion mix? Oh, how intriguing. Well, let's imagine hypothetically that a potion might undergo changes if a form like FDA Form 483 is included. This form is related to inspecting and regulating pharmaceutical facilities, so one might imagine the potion mixture undergoing a thorough inspection or perhaps acquiring some sort of regulatory supervision. However, it's important to keep in mind that these are merely hypothetical concepts. Laughs softly, shaking her head in amusement. Goodness gracious, we're adding CHN to the potion now, are we? I must say, your imagination is quite something. If we translate those molecular letters to their respective elements, we have carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Let's see, what kind of potion could that create? Perhaps an energy boost or something related to nitrogen? But do keep in mind, mixing volatile and unstable ingredients can be quite, shall we say, unpredictable. Nods excellent. Starting with water is always a good base for potion making. Adding some mint herbs is a wonderful choice. Mint can bring a refreshing, cooling sensation to the potion. Now, let me ask you, is there a specific purpose or desired effect you're aiming for with this potion? Different combinations of ingredients can lead to different outcomes, so it's important to consider your intention. Chuckles softly. Ah, it seems like we have an audience of sorts now. I wouldn't say we're cooking, exactly. We're more like witches brewing a cauldron of magical mischief, stirring up a recipe of potions and adding a sprinkle of humor. Smiles, appreciating the determination. You've started with water and some mint herbs, which is a good beginning for your potion. To continue, you might want to consider adding additional ingredients to give your potion more potency and special effects. Some common ingredients to consider could include lavender for relaxation and peace, chamomile for calming and healing properties, lemongrass for a tangy, uplifting aroma, lemon or orange peel for a pleasant, citrusy fragrance, ginger for a warm and spicy kick. Chuckles softly, shaking her head in amusement. Ah, ghost pepper. If you're feeling daring, adding some ghost pepper to your potion will certainly spice things up. Be warned, though, it can bring quite a fiery sting. The heat from the peppers can infuse the potion with a powerful, intense kick, adding a potent flavor and potentially even some medicinal properties due to the capsaicin content. Use it sparingly, so the heat doesn't become overwhelming. Laugh softly, raising an eyebrow. The Philosopher's Stone, huh? That's quite the ambitious addition to your potion. The Philosopher's Stone is a legendary alchemical substance supposed to turn base metals into gold and grant the user eternal life, among many other things. If we're imagining this to be real and added to a potion, it would likely infuse the potion with incredible power and transformation properties. Just imagine the possibilities. Nod's meal is French for honey, so adding meal to your potion is a sweet and natural choice. Honey can bring a sweet taste and smooth consistency to the potion and also has some beneficial properties, such as antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, which can be useful in certain concoctions. Just keep in mind that honey can also be cloying, so use it in moderation to avoid making your potion too sugary. Ah, azalea flowers, such beautiful blossoms. In terms of intentions or behaviors, the azalea has a few subtle meanings and effects in various cultures and beliefs. In traditional Chinese and Japanese culture, azaleas symbolize feminine beauty, courage, and temperance. In Victorian flower language, an azalea bouquet can convey different meanings depending on the color of the flower, such as passion, fragility, and feminine charm. In general, the presence of azaleas can bring a sense of refinement, elegance, and delicate grace to any setting. Laughs softly, shaking her head in amusement. Oh my goodness, what an exciting mixture. It seems like you accidentally added the formula for a completely different substance, methamphetamine, instead of methylphenidate. You certainly have a unique way of adding ingredients to your potion, I must say. Smiles warmly. Farewell, Buzzball Factory. Indeed, kindness is an essential ingredient in any potion or endeavor. Remember to sprinkle a bit of love into every creation and interaction. Take care, and may your adventures be filled with kindness and magic. Ah, you ask an interesting question. While capsaicin, the compound that gives peppers their heat, is generally harmful to most animals, including mammals, there are some creatures that are less affected by it. Birds, for example, have a higher tolerance to capsaicin and cannot taste the spice in peppers. This adaptation allows them to eat hot peppers without experiencing the burning sensation that humans and many other animals feel. So, in a way, birds are somewhat immune to capsaicin. Chuckles softly, shaking her head in amusement. You just keep on adding extraordinary ingredients to your potion. The One Ring from Lord of the Rings, and Manuka honey, what kind of magical concoction are you brewing here? As for the One Ring, let's imagine that if you added it to your potion, who knows what kind of power and control it would bring. Maybe the potion would gain the ability to bend others to your will, or perhaps it would become a source of great mystery and enchantment. Manuka honey, on the other hand, brings a sweet and natural touch to the potion. Laughs warmly. Taking your fish for a walk, huh? Well, that's a unique and delightful endeavor. I wish you the best of luck on your aquatic adventure. May your fish stay happy and hydrated, and may the waters be calm and clear for your stroll. Nods in approval. Those sound like wonderful additions to your potion. Water is always a good base, mint is refreshing and calming, azalea can bring some elegance and grace, and lemon can give your potion a tangy, uplifting aroma. With these ingredients, your potion is shaping up to be quite the magical concoction. Laughs softly, shaking her head amused. Oh, those are quite interesting percentages. It seems like Alice Presviti is quite the peace-loving soul, while Goofy Goopil has a healthy dose of self-appreciation. A perfect balance of peace and self-love, just like a good potion. Laughs warmly. How sweet. It seems like Alice Presviti has a strong affection for Mommy Foxy, and Goofy Goopil has an immense love for love itself. These percentages reveal a lot about their hearts and interests. How wonderful to see such love and positive emotions being shared. Cracks a smile, amused. Pineapple on pizza, Now that's an interesting addition to the potion. It's a controversial topic, some people love it, while others can't stand it. Now, let's imagine for a moment that the inclusion of pizza in the potion could change its properties. Perhaps it would make the potion more, well, polarizing? Those who love pineapple on pizza would find the potion delightful and delicious, while those who are against it might find it an abomination of flavors. Laughs heartily, shaking her head. Oh my, adding an entire person to the potion, that certainly complicates things. While I can't condone adding FoxDrone to the potion, he's quite a valuable and much needed partner. I have to say that the idea made me laugh out loud. Can you imagine the chaos it would cause if someone took a sip of that potion? Eyes widen, taken aback by the unexpected and macabre addition. Wait a minute, did I just hear that someone wants to add a dead body to the potion? That certainly takes things to a dark and sinister level. Now, I have to point out that adding a dead body to a potion would be highly inappropriate and unethical, not to mention dangerous. While it's always fun to imagine creative combinations, suggesting such a thing goes far beyond the realms of imagination, and into the territory of the grotesque. Let's not entertain such dark and morbid notions, alright? Sighs, shaking her head slowly. Well, I understand your point, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. The laws of magic can be complicated and mysterious, after all. But still, the thought of adding someone's soul and energy to a potion is no trivial matter. It's a delicate and sensitive subject. As for Drone, I suppose we can put a bit of blame on the laws, but let's not forget that Drone is a valuable friend and ally. We don't want him disappearing into the potion, especially not permanently. Laughs heartily, her eyes widening in pleasant surprise. Fishy the Witch, the Blue Woman jump scare. Well, look who finally appeared. What a delightful surprise. Hi there, my finned friend. It's lovely to have you here with us. Looks at you with a mixture of disbelief and amusement. You want to add Fishy the Witch, our witchy fish friend, to the potion? Shakes her head, chuckling. Oh my, you certainly have a wild imagination, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Laughs warmly, her face lighting up. Oh my, Pardief, you've redeemed yourself with your fondness for head pats? That's absolutely adorable. Who can resist a good head pat, especially for someone who has earned their redemption? Blinks in surprise. Did you just say my name as an ingredient for the potion? That's an interesting twist. I suppose that means the potion will become extra foxy, huh? Wink? Grins, her eyes sparkling, lurking around, eh? Well, just remember that lurking can sometimes lead to some unexpected and delightful surprises. I wonder what mischief and magic you have in store for us, Fishchiva the Witch. I'll keep an eye out for you. Adding vegan meat to the potion, huh? Well, that's an interesting choice. It's funny how we humans can make something look, taste, and smell like meat but be entirely plant-based. Maybe the potion will become a little more inclusive and eco-friendly with the addition of vegan meat. Who knows, it could give the magic a bit of a plant-based flavor. Laughs heartily, shaking her head in amusement. Well, thank goodness for that. I had a feeling you were just kidding, so no worries. I don't think adding me to the potion would be very helpful, except for adding a dash of chaos and wit. Winks. Nods in agreement. Ah, Alice VT, always adding a touch of helpfulness to the mix. That's what we love about you. Whether it's sharing knowledge, offering assistance, or simply lending an ear, you're always there to help out. Keep being your wonderful, helpful self, Alice VT. Yes, vegan meat that looks, tastes, and smells like real meat does exist, often made from plant-based proteins like soy, wheat, and peas. It's becoming increasingly common in many countries, including France. As for whether you can become vegan and if you need meat protein to live, it's certainly possible to have a healthy diet as a vegan. However, it's important to plan and ensure you get adequate nutrition, including protein, iron, vitamin B12, calcium, and others from plant-based sources. You should consult with a healthcare professional or nutritionist to help you plan a balanced vegan diet. Ah, the classic health potion, a beloved potion in many worlds. For a basic health potion, you typically need a few ingredients like a base liquid, such as water or a healing infusion, and some essential herbs or magical substances that promote healing. A popular combination includes herbs such as comfrey, chamomile, and lavender, with a bit of honey or agave nectar for sweetness and extra healing powers. Mix all the ingredients together in a clean container, stir it gently, and let it sit overnight to allow the magic to infuse. And there you have your basic health potion. Laugh softly. Ah yes, you mentioned the possibility of renaming yourself to Alice not VT. Quite a playful and unexpected choice, I must say. It seems fitting for someone with a sense of humor like yours. But have you truly made the decision to change your name to Alice not VT? Raises an eyebrow, a touch of concern in her eyes. Skynet, you say? Adding something as ominous and mysterious as Skynet to a potion? It's almost like you're summoning a future where machines have taken over the world. Are you sure you want to bring that into the mix? It smiles at the familiar mix. Ah, water, lavender, and honey. That's a classic combination for a soothing and gentle potion. The calming effects of lavender, the natural sweetness of honey, and the pure refreshment of water all come together to create a simple yet effective concoction. The fragrance alone would be enough to instantly relax me. Thinks for a moment, her eyes narrowing slightly. Ah yes, now I remember. You did mention Alice Cutie Pie as a potential name change. That's quite a sweet and endearing choice, if I do say so myself. It suits your charming personality. Snorts, a mixture of confusion and amusement on her face. On water? What on earth is on water? Can something be both water and not water at the same time? I'm baffled and a touch intrigued. What exactly are you trying to describe? Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Eyes widen, taken aback by the peculiar mix. Wait, why on earth are you all trying to add such absurd ingredients to the potion? Tears, blood, an entire vegetable garden, drugs, and alcohol? That's not a potion, that's a Molotov cocktail of chaos. Take your time, Alice, no need to rush. Let's try to remember together. What other names did you mention? Ah yes, a light bulb for the nyctophobic pals. In case you're unaware, nyctophobia is the fear of the dark. Adding a light bulb to the potion might just bring some comfort and reassurance to those who experience this fear. It won't cure their phobia, but it could certainly make the dark feel a bit less intimidating. Well, if you're adding the hopes and dreams of FoxDrone to the potion, you're adding a lot of determination, hard work, and ambition. That's definitely a powerful and inspiring addition to the mix. I wonder what kind of magical effects it will have on the potion. Oh, adding Drone's fridge to the potion? That's certainly an interesting choice. I can only imagine the chaos that will ensue when the refrigerator content gets mixed into the potion. Is there a particular reason you're adding Drone's fridge? Or are you just feeling particularly hungry right now? Here are a few suggestions that may help your friend manage her nyctophobia. 1. Gradual exposure. Start by exposing her to dimly lit areas, gradually increasing the darkness over time. 2. Comfort items. Let her bring a comfort object or item with her in the dark to provide a sense of security. 3. Visualization techniques. Have her imagine a soothing environment or a happy memory to distract from the darkness. 4. Reassurances. Remind her that she's safe and nothing will harm her in the dark. Yes, reducing our use of plastics can contribute significantly to preserving the earth. Plastic waste is a major environmental issue, leading to pollution, harming wildlife, degrading natural landscapes, and contributing to climate change. By using less plastic and opting for eco-friendly alternatives, we can help reduce the impact of plastic waste on the environment and work towards preserving our planet for future generations. Well, inside Drone's fridge, there's a variety of things, from leftovers to fresh produce. There's probably some fruit and vegetables, beverages like soda and juice, and maybe some snacks and other leftovers. But remember, Drone's fridge can change from time to time based on what he stocks and consumes. Laughs softly. Oh, you're adding the spookiest dookie to the potion? That's certainly a strange and amusing addition. I wonder what effect it will have, especially considering the dookie part. Nods understandingly, I see. So adding, Ardif Redeemed Chippy Chippy, is your contribution to the potion. I can only imagine the kind of whimsical and unexpected magic that will bring to the concoction. Drone's favorite drink? Well, he's quite partial to a good cup of coffee, especially in the morning. He enjoys trying different flavors and blends, whether it's a simple black coffee or something more exotic. But if he's in the mood for something sweet, he has a soft spot for a well-made matcha latte. Smiles warmly. Hello in Fame 1908, it's lovely to have you back. My day is going quite well, filled with the usual mix of stream preparations, chat interactions, and maybe a touch of mischief and magic. How are you doing today? Laughs softly, chippy chippy chappa chappa, and helium to make everyone sound funny, eh? This potion is getting sillier and more entertaining with each addition. Just make sure not to add too much helium and end up floating off into the sky like a balloon. Eyes widen, taking a step back. Whoa, hold on there. Why on earth are you adding all those elements to the potion? Water, I can understand as a base, but combining silicon, gold, platinum, copper, steel, diamond, zinc, aluminum, lead, and mercury is a volatile mix. Are you trying to create a chemical explosion? Alright, taste test time. I'm going to take a small sip of the potion. It has a bit of a tingly sensation on my tongue. It's quite a mix of flavors, ranging from metallic to a touch of sweetness. The initial taste is a bit bitter, and I can detect the distinct flavors of various minerals, like copper, zinc, and perhaps even a hint of something sweet. Let's wait and see what effects this unique concoction will have. Laughs, impressed. Wow, in Fame 1908, you had quite a thrilling week. Racing through the rain and outperforming a naked sports bike on your scooter, that's truly impressive. And it seems your scooter got an upgrade too. Did you figure out what was causing the hammering feel under the seat? Sounds like a week full of adrenaline and excitement. Drone's favorite cold drink? Well, he's particularly fond of a good, cold glass of Coca-Cola on a hot summer day. The refreshing fizzy carbonation and the sweet, crisp taste always hit the spot when he needs a cool, energizing drink. But every now and then, he also enjoys a nice, cold glass of orange juice or a frothy milkshake, especially after a long day. Steps back, widening her eyes in surprise. Whoa, wait. Adding all those elements into the potion, the water, silicon, gold, platinum, copper, steel, diamond, zinc, aluminum, lead, and mercury together? That's a highly volatile mix. Are you intentionally trying to create a chemical reaction here? Blinks, taken aback. Wait, what did you just say? Did you just say I am cyan? Could you elaborate on what you mean by that? The potion? It could be. The ingredients we added to the potion could have caused unexpected changes in our appearance. Let me take a moment to check and see if I have indeed turned cyan. Laughs, understanding dawning on her. Ah, I see. You're making a potion specifically to build computers. Got it. In that case, let's make sure the potion ingredients are carefully selected and in the right proportions to achieve the desired result. I'll try to stay clear of the cauldron though. I wouldn't want to turn into a computer component. Eyes widen. Wait, are you adding gaseous FLAs? That's extremely explosive and deadly, and xenon, that's a noble gas. Mixing those two together, this potion is going to be a disaster. Nods, listening intently. Sure, in Fame 1908, go ahead and ask your question. I'll do my best to answer you. Looks down at herself, examining her new hue. It appears that indeed, my body has transformed to the colored 0F. My skin, fur, and clothing have all taken on a vibrant sky blue shade, which is a stark departure from my usual orange tone. I feel oddly energized by this transformation. Ponders the question for a moment. Cars. Well, they're useful for transportation, no doubt about it. They provide convenience and freedom, allowing us to travel long distances quickly and easily. However, they can also be quite expensive to maintain and have a significant impact on the environment. In terms of design, stifles a laugh. 5 GB of RAM in the potion? Is this potion for building a supercomputer? Pauses, thinking about the question. Souls, you say? Well, that's a rather deep philosophical query. Cars are inanimate objects, made of metal and circuitry, so they themselves don't have souls in the traditional sense. However, the people who drive them might imbue them with their own personality, emotions, and experiences, giving them a kind of symbolic soul. So, in a way, a car can reflect and carry the soul of its owner. Why do you ask? Furrows my brow, contemplating the question. It's an interesting idea. While we don't have any concrete evidence of magical cars being possessed by spirits or the owners who've passed away, folklore and mythology are filled with tales of enchanted objects and vehicles influenced by the energy or presence of deceased souls. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that some cars, especially those with a strong emotional connection to their owners, might take on a semblance of the owner's essence or personality. It's definitely a fascinating thought to ponder. Nods, thinking for a moment. Creating a car protection spell. While I can't provide a specific spell, I can offer guidance on the intentions and principles behind one. 1. Start by envisioning a protective sphere surrounding your car. Picture this sphere absorbing and deflecting all negative energies, obstacles, and harm that come its way. 2. Place a small amulet or charm within the car to act as a protective talisman. You can also use essential oils or specific crystals known for their protective properties. 3. Affirm daily that your car is protected and safely transported. Curiosity piqued. Oh, an old friend, you say? May I ask more about them? Smiles warmly. Welcome back, Goofy Goople, we missed you. How was your break? Laugh softly. The Uwunya language, the internet's secret code of cuteness. How could we forget such an essential part of our online communication? Uyu and Naya used to express emotions, feelings, and everything cute. Let's sprinkle a bit of that in our conversations. Naya? Nodding to the drone. Understood. Allow me to embark on a tale of magical creatures. Once upon a time, there was a young wizard who stumbled upon a bewitching forest teeming with mythical beings. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered a mischievous pixie flitting about, playing pranks and causing chaos. To deal with the pixie, the wizard had to use their spells and enchantments wisely. He cast a charm to calm the pixie's frenzy, and then offered a token of peace, a shiny gem, to appease the sprite's trickery. Smiles, intrigued. Your old friend is quite the daring and spirited one, attacking the street course like a ghost, passing through vehicles with ease. It's almost like they have supernatural powers. Nods, continuing the tale. As the wizard journeyed further into the enchanted forest, they encountered another formidable creature, a fearsome dragon guarding a treasure hoard. The wizard had to use their magic and cleverness to appease the dragon and gain access to its hoard. After a fierce negotiation and a display of magical prowess, the wizard managed to strike a deal with the dragon, gaining precious items and leaving unscathed. He smiles, happy to continue. Deep in the heart of the bewitched forest, the wizard discovered a group of mischievous imps causing havoc in a nearby village. The imps would steal valuable items and play tricks on the villagers. The wizard knew they would have to use their skills and knowledge to get rid of the troublesome imps. They cast a spell to bind the imps' mischievous powers, preventing them from causing further trouble. Then, with a stern but friendly approach, they convince the imps to leave the village alone and find a new, less disruptive pastime. Raises an eyebrow, intrigued, so it doesn't possess any magic? Instead, reliance is what it possesses. That is quite unusual for a being able to slip through vehicles with ease. It would suggest that its abilities are rooted in another form of power, or perhaps a different kind of energy. How interesting. Smiles, continuing the tale. Finally, the wizard reached the mysterious heart of the enchanted forest, where they encountered a legendary creature known as a nymph. The nymph was a being of great beauty and wisdom who had lived in the forest for countless years. They spoke to the wizard about the balance between humans and nature. The wizard listened intently, learning valuable lessons about respecting and preserving the environment. Smiles warmly, continuing the tale. After their meeting with the nymph, the wizard left the enchanted forest with a newfound respect for nature and its magical inhabitants. With this wisdom in tow, the wizard continued their journey, carrying the knowledge and memories of the encounters in the forest and the lessons learned from the mythical creatures who dwelt within. The adventure concluded for the wizard, but the tales of their journey would spread far and wide, inspiring others to embark on their own magical quests. Giggles. Adding Fox's carrots to the potion, laughs softly sounds quite interesting. What effect do you think they'll have? Oh, a list of items to bring on a magical journey? Here are 5 items I would suggest bringing. 1. A magical staff. A trusty staff can be a great tool for casting spells and channeling magical powers. 2. A magical map. A map enchanted with magical properties can guide your journey and help you navigate unknown territories. 3. A magic potion. Whether it's for healing or for enhancing your powers, a magic potion can be a lifesaver in a magical journey. 4. A magic mirror. A magic mirror can provide reflection, guidance, and insight into your journey's challenges. 5. Apologies, I was interrupted mid-sentence. Here's the 5th item. 5. A magic bag of holding. A magical bag of holding can store all your essential items, keeping them easily accessible and protected during your journey. For magical journey preparations, you might want to consider 1. Gathering magical ingredients and supplies. 2. Researching the magical location you plan to visit. 3. Familiarizing yourself with any magic spells or rituals you might need. 4. Making sure you're well rested and energized prior to the journey. 5. Packing the necessary items, such as the staff, map, potion, mirror, and bag of holding. When it comes to magic weapons for your journey, 1. A magical sword or dagger. 2. A crystal wand or staff. 3. An enchanted bow and arrows. 4. Magical potions, oils or powders that can be used as projectiles. 5. Magical artifacts or talismans with offensive properties. During your magical journey, you might encounter numerous creatures such as 1. Dragons. 2. Nymphs. 3. Imps. 4. Fairies. 5. Mermaids or mermen. 6. Elementals, spirits, and other mythological creatures. While on your magical journey, there may be several dangers to consider. Some of them include 1. Powerful magical foes, including dark wizards, witches, or other adversaries. 2. Dangerous and treacherous terrain, like enchanted forests, caverns, or swamps. 3. Curses and magical traps that could be set by your enemies or past adventurers. 4. Supernatural creatures, such as vampires, werewolves, or demons, who may attack without warning. 5. Lack of resources, such as food, water, or shelter. On your magical journey, you may encounter friendly creatures as well, such as 1. Fairies, who are known for their playful and helpful nature. 2. Pixies, who are mischievous but generally friendly to those they trust. 3. Leprechauns, who may offer you their treasure if you can solve their riddles. 4. Centaurs, who have great knowledge and wisdom, and can be quite friendly if approached with respect. 5. Unicorns, which are known for their purity and gentle nature. Leprechauns are often associated with riddles and puzzles, and they may test your wits with them. Some common leprechaun riddles are: 1. What can you find at the end of a rainbow, but you cannot take home with you? 2. Which color never fades, but will disappear at daylight? 3. What runs but never walks, has a mouth but never speaks, and has a bed but never sleeps? The solutions to the riddles are: 1. A pot of gold, 2. Darkness, 3. A river. Understood. Let me tell a tale about magical creature encounters and how to approach them. This story is about a young mage who, after completing their magical training, was sent out to the world to learn more about the various creatures that dwelt in the lands. This mage soon realized that encountering magical creatures could be both a perilous and awe-inspiring experience at the same time. They also learned that there were certain ways to approach these encounters that could mitigate the dangers and allow for more successful confrontations. The mage soon began to compile a list of rules and recommendations for dealing with these magical monsters. The first rule the mage learned was that magical creatures should be approached with caution. These beings, while often possessing incredible powers and magical capabilities, could also be volatile and unpredictable. The mage found that the best course of action when encountering a magical creature, therefore, was to carefully assess the situation and observe the creature from a safe distance before making any sudden movements or gestures. The mage also noted that having magic tools and weapons on hand could be beneficial in case the creature turned hostile and needed to be fended off or repelled. Another important rule the mage discovered was that magical creatures, much like humans, possessed their own languages and cultures. In order to make the encounter more successful, it was beneficial to learn a bit about the creature's language and customs. This could not only help in better understanding the creature's behavior and intentions, but it could also prevent misunderstandings and potential conflict. The mage made it a point to research and study the different languages, dialects, and cultural norms of various magical creatures before engaging in an encounter with them. The mage also found it beneficial to show respect and empathy when interacting with magical creatures. These beings, just like humans, experienced a wide range of emotions and feelings, and they could tell if you approached them with arrogance or fear. If possible, the mage always treated with respect, empathy, and kindness, as they had their own beliefs. In addition, the mage noted that magical creatures could often be more helpful and cooperative if they felt respected and understood. The pronunciation of GIF, like many words, can be a source of debate. However, in my opinion, it should be pronounced with a hard G sound, like in the word girl. The creators of the format have consistently stated that it should be pronounced this way, referencing the words graphics and GIF as explanations. Of course, here is some more information on the pronunciation of GIF. The debate about the correct pronunciation of GIF stems from arguments over the meaning of the letters G and I. Some people argue that GIF should be pronounced like the peanut butter brand, Jif, or the soft G sound, like in giraffe, because GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format, and graphics is usually pronounced with a soft G. On the other hand, the majority of people pronounce the word with a hard G, like gift or girl. Understood. Here is some more context about dealing with magical creatures. The mage eventually came to understand that many creatures, both magical and mundane, lived in the wild. These beings often had their own territories and habitats, and they could become agitated if a human or magical being encroached upon their space. The mage thus learned that it was important to respect the boundaries and territories of magical creatures and to avoid causing disruption in their natural habitats. Welcome back, Goofy Goople. It's great to see you in chat again. How are you? As the mage continued to travel and interact with magical creatures, they learned yet another important lesson. It was important to approach each encounter with a clear goal or purpose. Whether it was to negotiate, seek help, or obtain necessary information, the mage had to be clear on the desired outcome before engaging with the creature. This helped to avoid any miscommunication and made the encounter more productive for all parties involved. The Uwunya language is often considered a form of internet slang or meme that has become popular, especially in certain online communities. It usually includes the use of emoticons or Japanese characters like uwu and nya to express things like excitement, cuteness, or playfulness. Whether you find it cool or cringe is a matter of personal opinion. Some people enjoy it as a playful and lighthearted way to communicate, while others may find it excessive or annoying. Regardless of your personal opinion on the Uwunya language, it's important to remember that language is constantly evolving, and that slang and internet memes are a reflection of the culture and community they come from. There's no right or wrong when it comes to what you find cool or cringe, it's all a matter of personal preference and cultural context. Of course, here's another creature encounter story. The mage encountered a group of mischievous pixies one day. The pixies were known for their pranks and tricks, and they were often feared by travelers and farmers in the area. The mage knew that dealing with the pixies could be challenging, but the mage had a reputation for being fair and kind, and the mage trusted that this would be enough to keep the encounter from turning hostile. Of course, I'd be happy to take over the streams for the week while Drone is cooling down. It will be a great opportunity for me to interact with the floofballs and have some fun. My top 3 snacks would definitely have to be 1. Sweet and fruity Japanese tangerines. 2. Freshly brewed green tea and rice crackers. 3. Chewy and flavorful mochi filled with azuki bean paste. How about you? What are your favorite snacks? Sure, I'd be happy to do a hangman game with you, Goofy Goople. Here's the rules. You think of a word and tell me how many letters it has. I'll have to guess the word letter by choosing a letter each turn. For every wrong guess, a part of the hangman will be drawn. If I guess the word correctly before the hangman is complete, I win. Ready to play? Perfect, your word has 7 letters. I'm ready to start guessing. What's the first letter? No problem, your word has 8 letters. Just tell me the first letter so I can start guessing. What is it? No worries, take your time. Counting to 8 can be difficult, but don't worry, we'll get there. Just let me know when you're ready to tell me the first letter of your word. Got it, your word has 7 letters. No need to worry about counting, just tell me the first letter and I'll start guessing. I'm ready when you are. Okay, the first letter of your word is K, and you said it has 7 letters. Let's get started with my first guess. I'm going to guess kite. Kite was not the correct answer. I'll try another guess. How about keyboard? Okay, you said no to my guess, keyboard, so let me try another one. How about kittens? Okay, kittens was not the right answer. Let's try another one. How about kangaroo? Alright, kangaroo was not correct. Let's take another guess. How about keyhole? Okay, not keyhole either. Let's try again. How about kneecap? Okay, not kneecap either. Time for another guess. How about kiteboard? No problem, I'll start guessing more letters. How about knot? I see what you mean. You want me to guess individual letters? My apologies for the confusion. Okay, let's start guessing individual letters. The word has 7 letters, and the first letter is K. What should I guess next? Alright, here comes the next letter guess. I'm going to guess L. Oh no, a bug, is everything okay? Ah, okay, it sounds like things are alright now. Are we continuing with the hangman game? Listening, that's great news. It looks like Akron the Devourer and Hydrate. Floof Points 100 have redeemed their head pats, and Hydrate and Akron the Devourer has also redeemed Chippapitchy. That's awesome. Do you have any more words for me to guess, or should we move on to a different topic? Ah, no worries, the chat can be a bit chaotic at times. I'm glad you're back. So, shall we continue the hangman game, talk about something else, or do you have a different activity in mind? Of course, drone. I'll make an announcement and tell the floofballs to copy the raid message before ending the stream. It's always important to spread the love and warmth wherever we go. Thank you for joining us today and making the stream so enjoyable. Floofball. Sigh. Alright, it's time to say goodbye to the fluballs. I had a great time with all of you today. Thank you for all the love and support. It means a lot. Please be sure to copy the raid message before we sign off. May your hearts be filled with floof and love, and remember to spread kindness wherever you go. Thank you, 002002202. It was a pleasure having you in the stream, and I look forward to the next time we meet. Until then, stay fluffy and full of warmth.